Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our daily word this morning. Glad you could join me for our time together and our continued conversation through the daily word. Are you coming? Come here. No. Weston is hanging out with me today, but I guess he doesn't want to be on camera. You don't want to be on camera? He says no. So, as always, I'm glad you could carve out time to be with me on this rainy Tuesday morning as we get ready to prepare ourselves for Thanksgiving. And so tomorrow, there will be a daily word tomorrow, and then not again until Monday. So just want to put that out there for you. So today is daily word number 820 as we continue our journey together. And I've chosen for this morning from Matthew chapter 10, verse 42. And we hear Jesus say these words, "And whoever gives one of these little ones only a cup of cold water in the name of a disciple, assuredly, I say to you, he shall by no means lose his reward. And whoever gives one of these little ones only a cup of cold water in the name of a disciple, you shall not lose your reward." So, I got to thinking about this in light of Thanksgiving and all that we have and all that we claim to be and the ways that we define success and busyness and all the things that demand our attention. And we often think that a successful life, a worthy life, requires credentials or even an extensive skill set. We talked about it Sunday. I think I'm the, and I can't remember the words now, jack of all trades and the master of none. I like to dabble in lots of things. Not sure I'm good at any of them, but I like to dabble in lots of things, and preaching and singing and announcing and cooking and all those things. I like to dabble in all of those. But sometimes we like to compare ourselves to other people around us. And when we do, sometimes I think we feel inadequate. But the scripture reminds us, and I think it's so important in this upcoming holiday season, maybe more than ever, as we share our lives together, that it's the little things, the mundane, the everyday, that we often take for granted and even sometimes find as annoyances. It's the small little things that make a difference in the lives of others. Only a cup of cold water, Jesus said, can make a difference in the life of a little one. God provides all that we need in our lives: joy, service, fulfillment. And we find that even in the routine of life. And success for us then doesn't come through comparison, but faithfulness in the small things. And when they're viewed over the large span of life, the accumulation of small tasks that are performed faithfully, they loom large in our lives and in the lives of the world. So every day, we face a challenge, a decision, as we perceive God in our lives and God in the world. And each of us have the opportunity. We can sweep the broom and, sweep all of those things away. The line at the coffee shop, at the mailbox, in the grocery store, each step and each breath that we take. All of these things are ripe with opportunity. It's such the small things that make a difference. Diane and I went to Kroger's last night to get our Thanksgiving stuff and get prepared for all of that. And of course, they were crazy busy. The parking lot was busy. There were lots and lots of people inside. And I was trying to get something out of the freezer section. I think I was trying to find a ham, maybe. And there's a lady standing there, and she couldn't quite reach what she wanted. And I reached behind her, and she turned around, and we had a conversation. And she said, "I'm sorry." And we had this pleasant conversation. And I reached for what she needed, and she went on her way. And I didn't think anything about it. later in the store, we had made our way around to where the pop is, and they had a sale. I don't really drink pop, but they had a sale. The kids like it. Diane likes it. You buy 2, you get 3 free. So I'm loading them up, and I sneezed. And behind me was a lady that I helped before. She said, "Bless you," in such a strong voice, and I thanked her. And none of that seems like a big deal, I know, except this little thing could make a difference in the lives of those around us. Even providing a cup of water for a little one is huge in God's eyes when it's done in service, when it's done in discipleship. All of life is a terrain, you know. It's a constant display of who we are and who God is. And we don't have to have this massive event in our season of life. But I'm convinced it's the small little things that make a difference in the lives of those around us. I believe it to be true for all of us. And so, as we enter what's going to be crazy, hustle and bustle for the next month plus, let's be reminded, wherever we are, whatever we do, whatever task we find ourselves in, whatever crowd we find ourselves in, whatever busyness we find ourselves in, let's remember that it's the little things done faithfully that loom large in the world. Even a cup of cold water, Jesus said, in the name of a disciple, makes a difference. So that's our word for today. Thanks for joining me for our time together. As always, thanks for being present and saying good morning and carving out time. So know of God's love that surrounds you. Know of my love for you. And I will see you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Have a great day.